Tamara Alrifai, who's Director of External Relations and Communications with UNRWA, that is the United Nations aid agency in Gaza. Thank you very much for being with us. Can I just get your thoughts, I suppose, broadly now on the future of Gaza? We have this peace plan. At last, there is some hope, although many of the people we've seen going back to their homes are finding they've got no homes. Everything's been destroyed. But what are your thoughts now, 2 years on after the October the 7th attacks and after 2 years of warfare?
It's been 2 years of devastation. Gaza is in ruins, and so is its public sector, the education sector, the health sector. People have been displaced multiple times. Children in particular, there are approximately 1 million children in Gaza, 660,000 of which are in school age, have been out of school. But hope is the operative word. And hope is what's going to push Gazans to want to go back, to want to rebuild both their homes, their lives, and their futures with the support of the international community and with the funding of the international community and with the commitment that this is the first step towards a longer term, just and lasting solution that includes Palestinian refugees.
What do you, in terms of the immediate needs of people in Gaza, aid we know is going to be coming in, hopefully, in large supplies with trucks coming in across the border from Israel. It couldn't come quickly, too soon, really, for all those people who are struggling, desperate for medical supplies, for food, and for all sorts of other aid supplies.
People in Gaza need everything because humanitarian assistance has been used, manipulated during this conflict. So there has been very little food, clean water, fuel, medicines, tents, blankets, clothes, hygiene kits, hygiene items for women and girls, you name it. Everything is lacking in Gaza. Having said that, if the agreement goes on as planned and Gaza is flooded with these supplies, then the next urgent need would be education or learning, at least, for a generation of Gazan children who have been out of school now for the 3rd year. Of course, rebuilding homes, mourning loved ones, looking for loved ones, because the estimates that are reported about dead people are just estimates without knowing what's under the rubble. Clearing the rubble, making sure that unexploded ordnances are out of the way. These are all priorities. But for UNRWA, for the organization I represent, the largest aid organization in Gaza, while we stand ready to work on all these fronts, our priority right now is the education for children and the resumption of learning for children, not only for education itself, but also as a way to address the trauma of 660,000 children of school age in Gaza.
Yeah, and when you say trauma, I mean, it's an understatement, I suppose. These young people have seen so much, been through so much, lost loved ones, lost friends. It's so hard to comprehend what those children have been through.
It is. The figures are really scary. 64,000 children are reported killed or injured. 56,000 children have lost one or both parents. 17,000 children in Gaza are unaccompanied by an adult. So all of these children are traumatized. And that is why bringing them back to some kind of normality through putting them into an education safe space, even if it's basic learning inside shelters, because I have to also remind that schools have largely been destroyed in Gaza. UNRWA used to have 180 schools, facilities. All of them have been either destroyed or heavily damaged and need to be restored before receiving 660,000 children back. So it is very important to bring back some kind of normality, because, there's a point beyond which when a child has lost several years, that learning loss becomes irreversible.
Okay.
And Palestinians prize education. We need to bring it back to them.
Okay, got your message loud and clear. That's Tamara Alrifai from UNRWA, the United Nations aid agency in Gaza. Do stay with us, there's plenty more to come on the Middle East here on BBC News.